Danger, Will Robinson. Hi and welcome to the Review Tuesday. My name is Ruben.
And I'm Kay.
And today we are reviewing Lost in Space Season 2. So the last time we saw the Robinson family, they were going through a wormhole. And if you haven't seen Season 1, you probably shouldn't watch this review because we're going to talk about a little bit about Season 1. And it'll probably just kind of ruin things for you. So watch Season 1 first and then come back to watch this review. Because who wouldn't want to do that?
Exactly. Good.
So the Robinsons, they're through the wormhole and they have new dangers to face. I can't really say much about the plot for this season because there's a lot going on. There's a lot more Will Robinson danger things happening. One of the big issues that people had an issue with in season 1 was that there was not enough space. There's not enough space adventure. It could have been called Lost on Planet in season 1. But thankfully in season 2 there's a lot more variety of what's going on. There's a lot more creatures. There's a lot more space adventures.
Yeah.
Although I guess you could break it down into 3 parts. There's some space adventures that happens in one location. There's some planet adventures that happens on another location. And there's some other location adventures. That's all I can say without going into spoilers. What I can say for me, the best part again of this series is the relationships, and most importantly, the relationship between Will and the robot. And if you've seen the trailer, you'll know that the robot is about, so that's not a spoiler.
Okay.
But I really like the kind of Terminator, the short circuit vibes, you know, teaching the robot to do, have human interactions or human emotions. For me, I'm always wanting the robot to have like a more emotional range, or for us to see that they have more emotional range, because there's no speaking, there's not a lot of speaking, but you get that he's a highly intelligent being. He's not just a robot. I was talking to Kirsten during it and I was like, he's not just a robot, damn it. So I really like the character relationships in this series. I really like the relationships of the characters that are formed more in the family. I feel like we really got Swiss Family Robinson relationships this time, which is obviously what it's based on. The Swiss Family Robinson.
Well developed.
Anchors away.
I find that humans are always so much worse than anything else that you encounter. Worse than the robots, worse than any creatures you're going to find on a planet, worse than some horrendous virus that doesn't really care who you are. Yeah, just humans, they really annoy me.
Yeah, so the fake psychiatrist, her character continues in this. I really like her character because I feel like you really need a good kind of villain character who's manipulative, and the actress that does that, she does it so well. She's totally believable. You're always wondering what she's going to do next. I think that her character is essential because you can't just have a bunch of scientists and kind of bad guys. The humans are the bad guys, I guess, in almost, like you said, in almost every series like this. But it's nice to have those where you can focus. You're like, that's the bad guy, but what are they going to do? Why are they so manipulative? Why are you listening to that person again? There's the same old, why are you doing that? Yeah.
I also like the way that they have to sort of MacGyver their way out of every situation. So, that's always fun. Like they'll come up with another catastrophe. Something's happened. Now we've got to figure out how we're going to fix the situation, and that's always fun to watch.
Yeah, I feel like the editing for this series was better than the first one. I actually feel like the tempo and the flow is much better this time round. Like you said, MacGyvering from one situation to the next. They will just survive something as a family unit, which is really nice to see.
Yeah.
And then they'll be in another, just a complete mess. I would say that people who had an issue, and I know there were a lot, with the science fiction, you're probably going to have an issue with the science fiction again. Because there's lots of things that are just unbelievable, or even your logic brain will kick in at some point and go, that's not how that works.
Yeah.
And I think for a series that is based in space, it's not based on fact space, or as we know it, it's not like The Expanse, which does its best to be grounded in reality with what space travel would be.
Yeah.
This is more the adventure of the family and just being out there in space.
Yeah. I think this second season is totally binge-worthy. It's really enjoyable just to, keep on going to the next episode and the next episode, and then make a cup of tea and have the next episode, because it's a thrilling adventure that just sort of keeps you going, keeps you wanting to know what's going to happen next. I also particularly like the score, which was, I think it's the same theme as from season 1, and it's really...
It is the Lost in Space theme as well.
Yeah, it's very dramatic and very captivating, and it kind of it fits in really well with the story and just moves the whole thing along. So I think the score is really well done.
Yeah. One of the things that people had an issue with is that I think some of the CGI was a bit iffy in season 1. I don't think I've seen any bad CGI in this. The creatures, I love the way the creatures look. They look real to me. I think if you look hard enough, you can probably go, you'll be like, yeah, that's wrong. But I think for the majority, you're gonna go, that was pretty decent. It shouldn't take you out of the adventure. I think I didn't ever get that. The robot, no spoilers, the robot looked fantastic. You know, the way they design and they change, because you saw that in season 1. I thought they built on that. The space travel all looked really fun. I think cinematography wise, it was always one of the strongest points, even in season 1. The visual adventure that they showed through the large landscapes, and then being able to draw you into like close shots. I think they've done that well. I really feel like they've found their pacing though for season 2, and if they keep like this, then the stories or further seasons should be really fun to watch. They'll find their Swiss Family Robinson moments. It's all about the family. It's all about how they MacGyver stuff. Yeah. How did they get out from one situation to the next? And I think that's what makes it fun. If they were just suddenly fine, then there would be no drama or adventure to watch.
Need drama.
Although it's very entertaining and the adventure is fun, it's very predictable.
Yes, it is.
So you know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen. It's emotional beats you can guess. Storyline, you can guess where they're going to go. There wasn't a lot that I couldn't guess what was going to happen next, which I guess sometimes is good, because then it's a good fulfillment. You're like, yeah, cool.
I knew it.
Yeah, I was right all along. But don't expect this story to do anything new that science fiction stories has done before.
It's not going to blow your mind.
It looks good, it's fun, and it's adventure. It's good family entertainment. Especially that first episode releasing on Christmas Eve. Well done, Netflix.
Very clever.
Well done. Yeah, I like where it's going. Let me know in the comments where you think it's going, if you think it's entertaining enough. Did it step up for this season? Because I know a lot of people weren't sure about season 1.
Yeah.
I don't feel like season 1 found its footing quite. I enjoyed it, but I can understand the complaints around it. Wasn't bingeable. This one, I feel like it's been elevated to another level. It's
I agree.
Very entertaining, and for me, my favorite character is the robot. Happy Christmas, or Happy New Year, or Happy Christmas Eve, whenever you're watching this. Thanks so much for watching the Ruby Tuesday. Really appreciate your support. You guys are amazing. However you celebrate this time of year, I hope you have a great time.
Yep.
But most of all, until next time, remember,
live long and Tuesday.